A few weeks ago, we sat down and did an interview with all of the connections for Swift Thoroughbreds Incorporated. During that interview, they discussed their openness of how much they love the sport, their dreams, and the positive attitude that they have when it comes to horse racing. Here's the conclusion of that interview. What are your thoughts on the way we're going right now with the sport?
That's a difficult question. There's a lot of effort being made by a lot of good people to lift this industry, because it was looking pretty rock bottom last year, the year before. I think the changes, the purse increases, some of the incentives, things are going in the right direction, but it's a tough climate right now. You know, I mean, ultimately this industry is financed by the gambling dollar, and there used to be, you know, 25 years ago, one place to do that, and now there's 50. So with casinos and lotteries and everything all over the place, it's tough. You know, we're passionate about the sport, and we want this thing to survive, and you know, we do what we can, and we hope others do as well, and we hope the government understands the predicament of this industry and does its part as well.
To do this, everybody has to be on the same page.
We're generally always on the same page when it comes to this. I mean, it's always fun when there's a disagreement, because hashing it out is always actually a pleasant experience. You know.
No, well, we're great. The four of us, we're a great team. Like, if we're at a yearling sale and we're looking at horses, and Dino likes a horse, and then Nadia will look at it, or if it's a private purchase, and I'll send it to Horatio and Jackie, and they'll look at it and come back with comments out of these horses. These three are the ones that they think are the best ones. So it really is a team effort, and everybody gets their voice, and everybody's voice is heard. Yeah. And sort of, yeah, there's no...
Everybody's equal, 25% of the say, so to speak. So we actually have a really fun naming dinner annually after we buy our yearlings, which is very fun. And that's probably where the most conflicts come up, is because the way we do it is we purchase our yearlings, and then we all are responsible for coming with as many names as we can, but we have this rule that they have to be one-word names, which is really challenging with the racehorses. So as many one-word names that we can come up with that we really like and present them to the group. And so that always is a big ordeal.
It's fun when somebody loves a name and somebody else hates
just
that name.
Can't stand the name. So
that's about the worst.
Yeah, but that just becomes fun.
Boys have children. Do they enjoy it?
They do, for the most part, yeah, absolutely. You know, but I think, is it Max that has a little collection of horses and he names them all after the horses that we own?
Yeah. Yes.
You know, but they're little kids, you know.
They like feeding the horses, they like watching the horses. They're not really, I mean, Max is probably, I guess he's the oldest out of the four children, and he's starting to get more like the winning aspect, the excitement of a big win. I think he sees how excited everyone else is, and we all have a party after when we have a big win, so that's always something to look forward to.
You're now involved in the breeding end of it. How's that going?
Very exciting. We've had our first mare that we had was Storm Forecast. She was a stakes winner, and we bred her in conjunction with Adina Springs to Awesome again 3 years ago. So she has a yearling colt. So that was our first ever homebred, essentially, and we bred her back to Rock Hard 10. But here in British Columbia, which we're really excited about, is last year when we acquired Rosberg, who is impeccably bred, and when we chose to stand him at stud this year in 2009, he covered, I believe it's 25 mares this season out at Canmore Farms. And yeah, so we have Rosberg, and 4 of our own mares were bred to him, so we're pretty excited about our own homebred breeding, and hopefully a few stakes winners down the road.
One of my favorite victories was actually, we took 5 Point Star out to the Herald Gold Cup in Calgary, and it was a monsoon. Like, the river was overflowing. It was the rain was so strong, and we just sort of went in there and won the race, and literally had to swim out of that place. It was just, I think they canceled the card for the next few days and everything. But that was a lot of fun, actually.
My favorite horse is Napa, and I think that's because we bought her as a yearling. She's BC bred, and she's a very kind horse, and she always put in 110% all the time. So we have her, and we've actually bred her to Rosberg. So I'm really excited about her future offspring, and for sure I think she's a horse that has a special place because of her attitude as much as her talent.
It's really hard to say favorite horse because honestly, really, really love so many of them. If I had to pick one, I guess for sentimental reason, I'd probably take Hammersmith because he's the first horse who ever won a race for us, and he won it in a stakes race. And he actually chipped his knee right after the race, so he couldn't race again at that level. So we've actually retired him, and we still have him at the farm, and we still go out there and give him carrots every once in a while. So.
Well, my favorite race was in Calgary for a 5-point start. I was very pregnant, and it was very wet, and I remember winning was just, you know, this exhilaration. We had family there, we had friends there. These guys couldn't be there, but you know, we were representing, and we went out, we got completely soaked. It was unbelievable. There was so much energy, there was so much pride, you know, and again, that was exactly what, you know, racing is all about, and we just love that feeling, and we want more of it.